Vito is so involved in the work we're doing all the way to Lake Nona, where Lake Nona high school students were out this past Saturday volunteering at Transformation Village, doing some critical work in the area of social justice. If you don't know anything about Bithlo, it's been an area that has really been the butt of jokes for as long as I've been alive. I grew up in Orange County. My family moved here in 1924, and as long as I've known of Bithlo, I've known of it as the nightmare before Christmas, the community farther east being Christmas. A few years ago, decided to take a drive out there, find out why, and quite honestly, I was appalled at the circumstances, the structural deficiencies that were present in that community that prevent, honestly, the Bithlo community from being healthy, from clean drinking water issues, at best horrible water quality, at worst contaminated poisonous water from gasoline leaks and dumps and junkyards and all of that. Almost all trailers, which are in many cases 40, 50 years old, which become incubators really for health issues, mold, mildew, producing all kinds of asthma-related issues. Universally, kids weren't getting past the 9th grade, it seemed like. From grandparents on down, the illiteracy just seemed to be tremendous. And I could go on and on. Lack of access to transportation. The nearest bus stop at the time was Alafay and Colonial, some 8 or 9 miles from Bithlo, which then forced you to have to walk or ride your bike if you didn't have transportation along Colonial Drive, which I think none of us would say is a rural highway. To cross the bridge over the Yukon River, which at the time had 18 inches of clearance for you to walk or ride your bike for 200 feet. All of these things in total offended me as a resident of Orange County. I even found out there was a dump in the neighborhood. In fact, 3 blocks from where many of you will come on May the 8th for your Red Day, there's a dump that the county thought was such an eminent cause of concern for public health that Mayor Chapin at the time ordered it closed and cleaned up 22 years ago. They successfully closed it and never cleaned up the first shovelful of anything. And it still sits in the neighborhood 3 blocks from what is now becoming Transformation Village, with piles 30 to 50 feet high over an 8-acre parcel. I'm not okay with a dump in my backyard. Bithlo residents shouldn't be okay with a dump in their backyard. You're not okay taking a bath in brown water, whether it's got gasoline in it or not. Bithlo residents should not be okay taking a bath in brown water. These are basic principles, basic issues of justice and what's fair and equitable. So let me get to the good stuff. I'm so excited about how Keller Williams and this Red Day can really move us forward in gigantic leaps and bounds. Basically what we've done is taken a property that was really an eyesore to the community. There was one part of it was a little church since 1950 that everybody thought was abandoned because only 6 people were still going there. The grass was 3 feet high. The buildings were all dilapidated. They really got devastated from the hurricanes in 2004 and were never able to recover. And then we purchased the property adjacent to it. There was a machine shop and some other things, but it had been tied up in some litigation for a few years. And it's a little over 2 acres to start with. And we're calling it Transformation Village because just as the desert needs an oasis, Bithlo needs a place for folks to congregate and build relationships so that they might be inspired, the residents of Bithlo might be inspired that they can live a healthy life like the rest of us. It's going to take some time to bring clean drinking water. In fact, in the current issue of Inside Magazine, there's an article on the water issue in Bithlo, and I think the headline is something like Bithlo inches closer to public water or clean water. But in the meantime, Transformation Village is going to put into place some things that are not available in Bithlo, that are available in Lake Nona, and are available in downtown Oviedo. A hair and nail salon, a coffee shop, and a library, a community center, a community school called Orange County Academy, which we have about 100 students now from kindergarten to 9th and then the GED classes. All just opportunities to build relationships. What do I want our kids at our school to be? Like you. I want them to have the opportunity to know you and to meet you and to be inspired by you and to one day have all the same opportunities that you have sitting in this room. So we're going to get a lot of work done on May the 8th. We're going to put in a 30-station computer lab. We're going to probably resurface our new basketball court, which if we get the concrete slab in time, we're going to do all kinds of physical things but none of those are the most important thing. It's the relationships that you build with the residents, and then secondly, the influence that you carry back out into the community. So thank you so much.